Hey everybody, good morning. It is Saturday, January 22nd. We are in the midst of Snowpocalypse number 2, and we are coming to the end of Unit 1 of 1103 here on Monday, the 24th. So I wanted to create a video to guide you and walk you through Unit 2, which is coming up on the 4th. It starts on the 24th, starts on Monday, and then goes through February 14th. So first off, make sure that you've done all the stuff in Unit 1 by Monday if possible. That's the goal. So by the 24th, you want to make sure that you've completed all of these assignments. If you have any questions about any of that stuff, please just send me an email. Unit 2 begins on Monday, and Unit 2 is a little bit shorter, and we're going to be kind of focusing on your portfolios in Unit 2, as well as the first kind of composition project you're going to complete underneath of your extended inquiry project. So everything that you're going to need for Unit 2 is listed right here, and the first step is going to be to make sure that you've created your portfolio. If you haven't done that yet, you can click on this link. There's a video that walks you through how to do it, and then when you've created it and published it, you'll want to head over to our course website and click this Google Sites collection link right here on the homepage, add your name and a link to your portfolio to the published site, not to the editor of your portfolio, to that Google spreadsheet. From there, I want you to think a little bit about this idea of curation. Part of creating a portfolio is setting it up in a purposeful way for your audience. It's not the same thing as just collecting everything and then dumping it in somebody's lap. A portfolio is more curated than that. It's kind of the difference between like a museum exhibit and a storage facility. So to help us understand the idea of curation, I just kind of put together this fun little activity where you can explore virtually the Smithsonian Institute. So click on this link and it will take you through this cool little virtual tour of the Smithsonian where you can click on things and kind of go to different places and look at these exhibits through your computer. And the thing I want you to focus on here and kind of be aware of is the way that these exhibits are curated, right? Like every single thing in the museum has information associated with it. It's all contextualized. The museum curator's job is to make sure that you are not confused about what you are looking at when you go to this museum exhibit. That's what you're going to be trying to do in your own portfolio. You want to contextualize your work for an audience that is seeing this for the first time. And we're going to come back to this theme of museum exhibits several times in the class as we work together. So complete this little activity, and then I've asked you to write a little bit about it on your writing theory page of your portfolio. Don't forget my sample portfolio is listed here. I've put this in the Unit 2 section. So if you ever are confused about what pages you should have or what sections you need in your portfolios, you can always go here to my sample portfolio and see exactly what you need. After the curation activity, we have an assignment that you'll need to turn in where you're going to be researching sample portfolios and analyzing them for kind of what makes them stand out and what makes them effective as a portfolio. I've given you a link to maybe start looking at some prior Words students' portfolios that have actually won awards in our department. So you can start there, but then you can maybe expand your search a little further. It doesn't have to be a writing portfolio. It can be a photography portfolio. It could be a game design portfolio, whatever you want. But it should be some kind of portfolio, and then you should just sort of post 2 examples and give some analysis and reflection on why those portfolios work with specific examples from them. So you can use this Padlet wall to complete this activity. From there, there's my portfolio link, so you can review a sample portfolio. Then I have a little reading for you to do this in this unit. It's an article by John Gallagher called The Writing Afterlife. You should be able to access this, so you can just... This is a link to like a whole book. I'm not expecting you to read the entire book, but maybe the first chapter or the introduction or some part of that. Read something in there and then give me some of your thoughts and reactions to whatever part of that large work you responded to or you think is interesting. So there's a little, that might take you a little bit of time in this unit, that endeavor. So see what you can do there. And then a little bit of writing about writing. So there's another assignment here where I'm asking you to head over to the extended inquiry project page of your portfolio, and of my sample portfolio, and you can look at the directions. But basically, you're going to be doing a little writing about your inquiry topic on your own portfolio here for that assignment. Then there is an activity where I'm going to have you explore the 5 threshold concepts for Words 1104. Excuse me, 1103. These are the 5 borders that you have to cross in this class. These are the 5 doors that you have to pass through. If we can equip you with this sort of skills to make it across these thresholds, then we feel like we have done our job. But these threshold concepts are a little bit confusing. So I would encourage you to read these 5 things at the top of this Padlet wall and then share your thoughts and sort of interpretations of what these 5 things actually mean. Maybe an example or a question or whatever you'd like. So make sure you complete that little activity. You can check that out in Unit 2. And then the last thing for Unit 2, and this is a big one that's due on February 14th, is your first composition project around your extended inquiry topic. So there's some details here about what to do for this. Essentially, you are creating a composition of your choice around some idea connected to your extended inquiry topic. You can use any genre or mode of writing for this project that you would like. It could be a podcast, it could be a video, it could be an infographic, it can be whatever you want, but it still has to centralize writing. So if you do a podcast, there needs to be a script that goes with it. If you do a video, there needs to be a written storyboard or a script that goes with it. If you do an infographic, there needs to be written discussion about what you're doing with that infographic and why you're doing it and how it relates to your topic. So be sure to do that. Any mode you want, but there has to be sort of the idea of writing has to be centralized. You have to demonstrate to me that you're thinking about writing as you're creating this project. Doesn't mean you have to write an essay and make a video and a podcast. It just means that you have to show me that you're aware of what you're doing as a writer as you create this. Again, that could kind of come in a lot of different forms. When you submit this, you'll put all the work that you do for this on your writing projects page of your portfolio. So you'll add all your whatever you've created onto that page of your portfolio. And then you'll turn in a link to that page of your portfolio as well as an aspiration statement. And this is really important because this is where your grade or your score comes from primarily for your projects. When you submit your work to Canvas in the little comments box, I'd like you to put a statement that very clearly tells me what your goal is for this writing. What are you trying to accomplish here? What is the point of this thing that you have created? What is this writing doing and what do you want it to do? If your writing achieves the goals that you set out for it, you'll get full marks as long as you also meet the minimum requirements for the assignment. If your project kind of falls a little bit short of your goals, or I look at it and I say, I'm not sure it's doing that, I'll just tell you that. I'll say, hey, I saw that you had this goal. I think you might want to go back and work on this a little bit more to make sure that you're actually achieving that goal. And then you can revise and change and update and do your work over and over again until you get whatever grade you want. No grade is final. Everything's in process. Everything is a cycle. So, and it's all based on your own goals and aspirations. It's not based on some arbitrary subjective assessment that I'm going to just make up. So it's based on you. So you'll turn that all in here, and that is the end of Unit 2. So all that should be done by Valentine's Day, and then we'll get more into some more stuff in Unit 3. If you have any questions about any of that, please email me anytime. Reach out. Let me know how I can help. Thanks for watching, and good luck in Unit 2. Also, P.S., make sure that you're checking out our website from time to time. All the work that we do in my synchronous class meetings with my synchronous classes is all presented on the website. So if you want more stuff, if you need like additional help, or you want to see kind of what we're working on in class with my synchronous classes each day, all of that is listed on the website too. So you're not going to get a lot of this because this is sort of this video and this overview is intended for the asynchronous section of 1103. But if you want to take a look at all this good stuff that we're doing in class at your own leisure, at your own pace, I would highly recommend that you do it because there's a lot of good stuff going on there as well. So check that out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next update video.